Hi guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you the long-awaited hair tutorial video. So this is probably my most requested video on my channel. Every single video I post, somebody says, please show how you style your hair, which I have done some hair videos in the past, but today's video is strictly just going to be how I style it. I feel like I've been so hesitant to do this video. First of all, just because I feel like the beauty world on YouTube is so different now, and I feel like you have to have like the most beautiful backdrop and everything has to be new and shiny and perfect. And I feel like that was kind of holding me back from doing this video. And also the fact that my hair is a lot different from most people's. It's very thick and coarse, and it's actually naturally curly, and I actually don't have to wash it too frequently. I wash it maybe once or twice a week. So what works for me may not work for you, but just take into consideration as you're watching this video your own hair type, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I just wanted to share this with you guys because so many people ask, and I have been promising it for a very long time. So anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. So this is what my hair looks like right after I blow dry it. So I actually blow dried my hair last night, and then at night when I'm sleeping, I just put it in one of these little scrunchies. I love these. I've actually shown them in videos before. These ones I just got in a pack from Target, and I can link everything that I'm using today down below in the description box, but these are the best. And as you can tell, I slept with my hair in this scrunchie last night, and there's like no kink in it, nothing. It actually looks quite good. I'm not hating it just like this, but I'm gonna show you guys how I normally wear my hair. But these scrunchies are awesome. Another thing, I've shown this before too. This is the blow dryer. It probably has hair poking out all over it. This is the blow dryer that I've been using for years now. I actually did a tutorial on this video. My hair was probably a lot shorter. It might have been a couple years ago when I showed the tutorial on this blow dryer, but I love it, especially for my hair, and I think especially for long hair, it's really great. For short hair, I don't think this blow dryer would be so wonderful. It'd be kind of harder to use, but I love it. It's very inexpensive. It's Revlon. I picked mine up at my grocery store. Guys, I worked in a salon. I was never the type of person to buy my blow dryer at the grocery store. And now, look at me. This thing is awesome. I love it. So I'll leave this link down below too. So normally, if I'm not going anywhere during the day, I probably wouldn't curl my hair today. I probably would have just left it how it was, maybe thrown it in a ponytail or something. But for showing you guys this video, I'm obviously going to be curling it, but I don't curl it every single day. Just so you guys know. I want my hair to be like really healthy. I've been growing out my hair for a while. I think one of the things that keeps your hair really healthy is not putting too much heat on it. So that's why I do this, which is heat, but then I don't do it for quite a few days. So as you guys can see, I just kind of sectioned off the top of my head. Next, I put in heat protectant. These are my two favorites. So this is the KMS ThermaShape one. This is a hot flex spray. I love this. I actually use this in the cream normally on my hair all the time. It's just amazing because the cream has hair heat protectant in it as well. This one is the Redken one. So today I'm just going to be using the Redken one because my KMS one, there's hardly anything in it. But honestly, I do think I kind of like the KMS one more. And it's weird. I never hear people talking about KMS products. And I don't know why. Like, especially online, I never hear people talking about KMS products. You can get them at Ulta and stuff. But I think they are amazing. I've been using them for years. So this is my wet brush, which is so gross. I've had this brush forever, but wet brushes are amazing, especially if your hair gets tangly. If you guys have never used a wet brush, this is just a lifesaver, especially if you use this with the It's a 10 spray. I feel like your hair will just glide right through the brush. First, this is so gross. It's like so dirty. Okay, so first I use this heat brush, and I'm actually gonna turn it on right now. So this is by the brand Amika. I got this a few years ago, kind of right when these heat brushes came out and got popular. Now there's a ton more brands of these heat styling brushes. I've heard that the Revlon one is even good too. This one was definitely more expensive, but I think if this one broke or something, I probably would just get a more inexpensive one now. But this I love just because, like I said, my hair is naturally pretty curly. This is about as straight as I can get my hair with the blow dryer. And I like a more like beachy, loose kind of wave look. I don't know really how to explain it, but if you guys watch my videos and you've asked for this video, then you know what I'm talking about. And then I always get like these little curlies kind of by my face. So I love using this brush just to kind of like run through any of those areas that normally get frizzy, and especially the bottom where it kind of like curls under down here. I definitely like this to look a little bit more straight. But I've also heard people say, like, if their hair is naturally straight already, if they run like a heat brush through it or a straightener or something, their hair will not hold a curl. It's not like that for me, but just take that into consideration when you're styling your own hair. I don't have it up very high. I only have mine up at like 250 right now, and I think this thing goes up to like 400. So now that I have this section kind of how I want it, I've gone through it a couple of times with the heat brush. Then I go through with my curling iron. So this curling iron I have had forever. I want to say I've had this curling iron for like 6 or 7 years. It's called Old Trusty now because it kind of has a little bit of a squeak to it. This thing is so old, but guys, you can tell this thing works. It's not bright, new, shiny. I didn't just get it in the mail. This thing has gone through the ringer, still works great, does have the little squeak to it now, but it's my favorite curling iron ever. So this is the Hot Tools. It's an 1.5 inch iron. I feel like most people typically go for 1.25 inch iron. If your hair is maybe a little bit shorter than mine, I would maybe do 1.25 inch. But if you're wanting those really big waves like mine, and if your hair does hold curl pretty well, I think the 1.5 inch is great. I just kind of take a little section right here, take my brush, kind of comb through it a little bit. And then I take my iron, and don't mind the squeak. And I kind of start in the middle, and that's when I kind of start going up the hair. And I always leave the end out, which I feel like a lot of people do that when they curl their hair now. They just leave a lot of the end out. So I'll just hold it on there for a couple seconds and then let it down. And then for me, I do kind of put my fingers through it because, like I said, my hair holds curl very well. But if your hair doesn't hold curl very well, what I would do is curl it all, let it sit, hairspray it maybe, and then a few minutes later, then run your hands through it. And I curl everything back this way. Sometimes I do some forward, some backwards if I want it to look a little bit more messy and tousled, but it really doesn't change the look too much. And then if any of my ends get a little too curly, I'll leave this on and then I'll just kind of run through the ends a little bit.
You had me at a low, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You came right out of the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you.
Alright, so this is what the bottom portion of my hair looks like. After I get all the curls in, I might just run my hands through it a little bit. And then I go ahead and do the same exact thing to the top. I make sure to spray it with my heat protectant. And then I always like to comb my heat protectant through. I naturally have quite a bit of volume on the top, but if you guys feel like you need a little bit more volume at the top, this would be the time you'd want to use like a volumizer, or maybe go through and kind of like back comb a little bit. So yeah, I just take what I haven't curled yet or run my heat brush through. So this whole section, and kind of run my brush through this top portion real quick, through the ends a little bit. I really don't set this on my hair for too long because, you know, I don't want to put a ton of heat on my hair. But just to get any of those frizzies out, or any little kinks, especially right through here near my part. I always get a lot of little kinks. And then I just do the same thing with my curling iron again. The top I usually like to start in the back too, and then work towards the front. So my bang part, I would say, is the only part that I'm more picky about, and I don't actually use the clamp. I just use my curling iron as a wand. I feel like I just always like it a little bit better that way, just in my bang though. I don't know why. Alright guys, so now my hair is all curled, and what I do is I just kind of run my hands through it, and then if there's any pieces that I don't like, I might run through again with my heat brush or my curling iron. I also like to take a little pick like this and just kind of like, I don't go straight down with it, I kind of take it this way and kind of pick through a little bit. But yeah, I would say this is all I do for all of those who have been asking for such a long time for me to do a hair tutorial video. The only other thing I might do is take a little serum or something and run it through the top where I get little flyaways or something. But I don't even put hairspray in my hair, especially because I don't like to wash my hair too frequently. The more products I put in my hair, the more kind of like product buildup I'm gonna have in my hair, and it'll get dirtier faster. I usually just like to leave it like this and let it do its thing for a couple days. And if I have to do any touch-ups within the next couple days, I will, maybe just on like this top section, like if kind of around my face, like these little hairs, if they got curly again, I might run my heat brush through it, or something like that. But that's pretty much all I do. So I will leave everything linked down below. I really hope that you guys enjoyed kind of seeing this quick little hair tutorial video. If you guys have any other questions for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And I'll also try to leave some of my other favorite products down below. Like if your hair is a little bit finer or something, I'll put like some volumizing products down below, because like I said, I did work in a salon, so I do have some products that I really did like using on people that had finer hair. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great week. Please make sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, click the thumbs up button, comment, all the good stuff, and I will see you guys really soon in my next video.